Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are doing driving impressions of this 2022 Lexus LX 600. We just left the mall actually. Well, we left curbside pickup. So we had to get myself a new laptop, and I'm not gonna lie, I was slightly concerned I wasn't gonna fit in the parking garage because this car does feel so tall. And honestly, this car drives bigger than it even looks. So good to know we did fit. So anyway, we're just gonna do a little driving impressions, drive around town for a bit. We're actually gonna go pick up a lunch. This is Betsy. Yes, she does have a voice. Yes, she is allowed to speak. We've gotten some weird comments of people being like, Betsy, don't be scared to talk. Well, she's not, right?
Right.
Okay, we practice.
Yeah, sorry.
We practice
talking.
Oh. Just kidding. Okay, let's talk about what's happening with the LX 600, formerly the LX 570. Got redesigned this year, also got a new engine. They dropped the V8, which is following quite the trend. Like, dropping the V8 is trendier than money pieces in your hair. Like, everybody's doing it. Everyone's dropping the V8, so instead we have a twin power 3.5 liter 6-cylinder, which I was excited about. I do feel like the V8 definitely had more power, and I think I probably preferred it in the older body style. I will say I think that the acceleration is decent on this car. I mean, it definitely still feels pretty powerful. The braking is really nice. The brakes aren't overly sensitive. This is something that we've noticed. The brakes aren't overly sensitive, so I find that the braking and the deceleration is a lot smoother than it is in some other vehicles. So those are what I like about the drive. I also do like how I feel in the car. I mean, I think it's fun to drive a bigger car sometimes. I think the hood looks and feels great. Like, you can see your entire hood, you feel like you're sitting up higher, so I do like those feelings. So to review, acceleration's decent, braking's decent. I like sitting up higher and seeing the visibility. There are some things I do not like about this drive. The first being, it's a little uncomfortable to handle. It is really top heavy, so I find, like, especially going around corners, we feel a little like, I'm gonna use the word to describe it, like bargy. Like, it's a little boaty vibes.
Huh, okay.
Do you feel that way?
Just tip?
Yeah, it's just like a little like, ooh. I'm not crazy because that's how I was feeling. It seems a lot of other people are kind of agreeing with me in my sentiments. Like, it's not that like zippy around town feeling where you're like whipping into a parking lot. It's a little boaty, a little bargy, a little floaty, and just feels super top heavy. So those are kind of like my impressions of the drive. It's fine. It's honestly, I don't love the drive, which I know a lot of people are gonna come for me in the comments. And again, I'm also not probably doing this car justice and like taking it off-roading, because now that Toyota has done it with the Land Cruiser in the United States, they're like, this is your new Land Cruiser. So like, this is probably the best luxury off-roading car you could get. But if you don't plan on being the kind of girly to be a luxury off-roading girly, I think there's a lot better driving cars out there. And I don't even get me started on the gas mileage. Yeah. The gas mileage is rough on this car.
Should we accelerate?
Yeah. Okay, so there's just a little bit of an acceleration. Yeah, the acceleration's nice. The cabin's quiet.
Yeah.
And I do like how smooth the braking is. Like I said, the brakes are not jerky, not overly sensitive, and it does handle well. Like, if you look when I take my hands off the wheel, like, the car does a good job of staying in the lanes. It's a heavy car. It just, when you go around those corners, you just feel, ooh.
Yeah.
And I'm not really enjoying it for city driving at all, and I probably do a lot of combo. I'm a really big, like, city highway together kind of person. So yeah, the acceleration on the highway is good, but a city is not her thing for me. Towing's pretty good on the car. It can tow up to 8,000 pounds, so that's something that we love to see. Technology, I'm actually enjoying the technology on the vehicle. Like, I think the heads-up display is great. I think the backup camera and the surround view camera is really great, clear quality, which is not something I typically notice unless it's like really good. And I think the camera quality is great in this car. Yeah, I can't move around. It's a little deceiving on size. You think it's gonna be a little bit bigger. Yeah. But we're a little tight with the car seats. I mean, for Betsy being, like, what are you, 5'5"? Yeah. Betsy being 5'5", she prefers her seat set of what a 6'5" man would prefer. Yes. And she's not able to do that. No. And I'm 6
Like, my knees are bent up here.
Yeah, and I mean, and I feel like they shouldn't be. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. Okay. Visibility is just okay as well. I think that's kind of worth mentioning. I don't know, it's probably not picking up on the GoPro, but do you see that side window back there? And you see where the headrest is? Like, that's not that's just not great. And I was really surprised to find that they don't have the rear view camera right here. So like especially if you had like a passenger in the third row, that'd be really difficult. Okay, now we're at the drive-thru.
And we're fitting well.
What are you getting?
Ooh, I don't know. I want to look.
Okay. Okay, we got lunch. We're gonna split a buffalo chicken wrap. So that's gonna wrap up my driving impressions tour. Definitely see some drastic improvements, especially in the technology, which I highlighted in my full walk around tour. And I actually do think, I think the drive is honestly pretty similar. I mean, I am missing a little bit of maybe power on the V8, but I think it is pretty similar. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let us know in the comments if you like these kinds of videos, what else you'd want us to cover, like what else you'd want us to show. Oh, I guess I could talk about parking.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
It's hard to park. It's a little hard to park. I mean, it's big. It's big, and like I said, it's BARGY vibes. It doesn't have, like, it's not, she's not turning on a dime. Let's put it that way. So, not my fave on that front. But
Does it have any parking assist?
it's got all the things.
Okay.
All the things you could looking for. Driving assistance, parking assistance. Some of them are honestly a little aggressive sometimes. Like I had to turn some of the features off. But it's just big. And I can't just, and like, please don't want to be like, oh, you just don't know how to park a car. Because that's not true. And if you go watch our Jeep Wagoneer driving impressions, we were pleasantly surprised with how well that thing parked.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
true.
This thing doesn't have the turn on the dime performance. And if I had to pick this or the Wagoneer, I would pick the Wagoneer. And I'd take the Wagoneer off-roading more likely than I would take this thing off-roading. I don't know. It
That's
just,
a good point.
it just kind of gives me those vibes. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Definitely check out our channel and some of our other videos. And follow me on Instagram at The Car Mom. That's where most of the fun happens anyway. Bye.